Hi, it's Steffi from Steffi's Beads and Baubles, and I wanted to show you something of what I've been up to. I've applied to be in a booth this year, and I'm hoping to get in, but unfortunately, the person in charge has never done this before, and they're kind of taking their time. So this booth is like 3 weeks away, and I don't know if I'm going to have one. So what I'm doing, and I'll explain what I'm doing here, is if I get a booth of my own, I'm going to make a lot of stuff up, put it in the booth. If I have to share with my daughter, who already has a very full booth, then I'm going to make a fraction of what I plan to make. So let me show you what I decided I was going to do to make a lot of earrings very quickly, because this is just my fall and a few random. I still want to do a bunch of Christmas. So this is what I did. I made up all the earrings. I took the head pins, and if they had a loop, I put a charm on them, then put a bead on them. If they were just, beads, I just put the beads on them. And I did a whole bunch. I think there's like 80-something earrings here. And I haven't looped them yet. These are all the earrings I've designed. Then this is what I'm going to do next. I will loop all the hoops so that they're all looped and ready to go. And then once they're all looped, then I will put the ear wires on all of them. These are some little Christmas earrings. Now I did a lot of little earrings because I was talking to my friend who has been designing and selling jewelry in this type of an environment for decades. And I'm more of an online seller. I have not really sold my jewelry at booths in antique or craft shows and stuff. So she was telling me I have a lot of $5 earrings, 2 beads and a spacer or a bead cap. And these are all glass beads for $5, or a charm and a bead, like this one here. This is a charm and a bead. So what I'm going to do is I'm waiting to hear back from this gentleman. If I get a booth, I'm going to make all these earrings up, plus probably this many more. If I don't get the booth, then I will take some of these back apart and make up the ones I prefer the most. Reason being, I don't want to commit these beads to something that I'm not going to do. Although, I am considering still making them all up, because I think in January of next year I'm going to start checking where all the big craft fairs are and start finding out when you apply. Writing them down on a special calendar for that, and then start applying as soon as I can. So I may make them all up. I haven't decided yet, because this is just a fraction of my beads up. Clearly, if I made these all up, it's not going to hamper my beads. Now, I also want to make some little bit fancier ones up, like these. These are some I made up that I just love. These are mine, but I want to make some more up similar to them. These are like supposed to emulate like candy corn. And then this one, I can't find the other one, but I've got the pieces to make it the other earring. I made this new. I don't know if I ever made the other one or not, but this is a really fun Halloween one too. So I'll do a few of that type of jewelry too, but I'm going to have mostly $5 to $10 pairs of earrings. Most of these are $5, and then these are really nice that I got brand new. And these will be put on the ear wires, and this will be a $10 pair probably. Just like these little things. So anyway, so once I'm done and then when I'm done with all that, once they're all hooked, I'll put them on a card. Now, I had planned on putting every one of them into a cellophane bag. Oops, sorry. I just had the cellophane bag under my camera. I like the cellophane because it just looks so crisp and pretty. I used to use the plastic bags, but these are just so crisp and pretty. And then I would put those in like that, and then I would fold it down and use the strip. But then you can fold it like this to make it look a little nicer. And you can either put a small piece of tape back here or a pretty little sticker or something. And this is what I'll do if I sew with my daughter, and I'm only going to have a little basket to put these earrings in and line them up, kind of stack them like this in a basket. And I think I have a really cute square basket somewhere I've got to find. Then the cellophane will be a good idea, because then they won't get tangled up. If I'm going to display them in my own booth and I have room, my husband suggested to not put them in a bag because people like to touch. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, but that's what I do. And if you fold it, once you tape that down, that's clear. And then if you fold it over, you could put a little sticker right in the middle, and it would look pretty. And Dollar Tree, you can get some nice stickers, or you can even put a little thank you sticker. if you have a little sticker with your logo. You can put just about anything back there, or a tiny, tiny piece of tape would not look bad. So that's the ultimate goal, is to put them in little bags like this. But anyway, I just thought I would share. So I'll show you a few of what I've made so far, and you can get some ideas. I just took some charms I got online. I don't remember where I got these, but I got these a couple years ago. They're two-sided. And this is a piece of jewelry I took apart, and so I thought that would be fun. I did a lot of the Halloween and fall colors. Like this is a teal blue with an iridescent AB finished rhinestone spacer and orange bead. This was a beautiful bead. I know I got this at either Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's. And I combined it with just a gorgeous deep orange bicone crystal or glass. It's very reflective, so it might be crystal. And these were both store-bought beads. Do I have any other that I made? Yeah, this is a piece of jewelry I took apart with some glass top and bottom beads. It looks like stone, but it's plastic. That would be a $5 pair. Then I've got some, that's another piece I took apart. It's kind of an orangey with a little pink to it with the black top and bottom. And then I made some that are not for the set holidays. Like this is all red with a clear rhinestone spacer. That could be great for everyday fall, if you're wearing the right clothes. It could be used for Christmas and Valentine's Day. Then I had a whole bunch of these gorgeous stones. I have this purple one. So I figured it's purple with white. I don't know how good the camera is showing it. And the problem I had with this is the hole was so big, I had to put this teeny tiny bead cap on it to keep the pin from coming through. It just fell out coming through. But I had that one in that color. I have it in this lighter pink color. Hoping that this looks better on camera than it does on the viewfinder. I had it in this gorgeous color. And then another one of the light pink here. And then I got two here that I have not made yet. But this is a gorgeous vintage plastic bead that I thought would be fun to maybe put some brown beads top and bottom. These are also a vintage amber glass that are absolutely stunning. I'm just keeping them simple. Those will not be $5. They'll probably be $8 because they were pretty expensive beads if I was to sell them. This is another string I believe I bought at either Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's, and I put the little glass bead top and bottom. And then the charms are fun because like these are big owls, and I wanted to look Halloween, so I put this big black and white speckled, it's a really gorgeous bead with the owl. But then there's the smaller charms, and I had lots of single sets. And here's one with a pumpkin. I just put a little orange. And those would be good. And that's glass bead. That's a glass bead. Very nice quality. It's it's a two-sided charm. So that's an especially nice charm. And these will all be for my booth. I will not be selling these online. Mainly because I need stuff for my booth. And two, it's not worth my time to sell jewelry for $5 online. Because with the fees and everything I have to do, I would make like $3 off. I don't know. It's just, I won't sell earrings that cheap that I made online. I'll do it in person. I will be putting more jewelry I made online. And some are just little tiny guys like this. Those are stone and glass. These bottom ones are stone, the top are glass, and these are vintage spacers I took off of old jewelry. So just a lot of really fun and different findings or beads. And like here's a little tiny one. That is one-sided, but that's a little skull and crossbones with a black glass bead. I use mostly glass. There are a few plastic. Like I said, these vintage plastic, but then these next to it are glass. These are glass up here. They were from a stretchy bracelet I took apart. In fact, 2 bracelets, I think. And they're painted with puffy paint. I have these gorgeous moths that I paid $5 for the earrings and the ear wires. And I'm going to take and put a bead between that I'll loop on both ends and then hook to the ear wires just to give it a little extra flash. I haven't decided what color yet I want to do. The same with these owls. I did the same with the owls I showed you. And then these are a string I purchased, and they're orange owl. I have another pair in yellow with turquoise, but I haven't, I think I only have one set left because I made them into wine charms years ago. I've got a bunch of these brooms that I did a bunch of different beads on. Just fun little brooms and different colored beads with them. And I have a ton of these little skulls, both in little and big. These are the little, and this is the big one. This one has the heart eyes, this one has the round eyes. So I just had fun, and that's all I did. Is I'm going to show you, pan back and show you the mess. These are all for pendants and necklaces. These are some of my glass beads. Here's my skulls over here. None of these are skulls, and I may add a few skull earrings. Then I had these beads laid out so that they'd be easy to go through. And then I pulled in some autumn beads that I didn't want to mix because they go in a different box. These are part of the autumn. And then I have different beads up here. And it's just a big mess, but it's a calculated mess. I kind of know what's going on here. So that's what I'm doing. And it's kind of fun. And I'm not going to go any farther for just a day or two. I'm giving it a day or two to see if I'm going to get this booth or not. And then if I don't, I'll probably make up about 40 pairs. Like I said, I probably will go ahead and make them all up. And I'll probably bring them all. But I can only put out a small basket. And I have a square basket that's big enough for like a large square napkin. And I could put like 3 rows or 4 rows of them in that basket. And then just have a little bucket underneath the table to refill them. Now if I have my own booth, I'll do a lot of necklaces. I have a couple of those big flat, you know, those big flat boxes that open from the back that are glass. And you can open it from the back and pull out what they want. I'll put some of my steampunk and stuff like that in there. But if I have to go with her, if I can't get my own booth, then I'm literally just, she's being gracious enough when there's 3 of them putting stuff out to give me a little piece of her table. So I don't want to be rude. So I'll just bring like a little box and then maybe a tiny little basket like this, and I'll make some stretchy bracelets, both for adults and kids. But that's what I've been up to. That's why you haven't seen me in a few days. This has been a lot of work. And then I had a couple days I wasn't feeling very good, so I didn't do anything in here for probably the last 2 days. But I'm doing a kind of assembly style where when I'm ready, I'll loop them all at one time, just one at a time till they're all looped. Then I'll put their ear wires on. And then once they're all done, then I'll card them. And that makes it easier because you're doing the same thing over and over. And I always put these on the back of the earring when I card them. These are a game changer. In fact, last year when I was at the craft fair I'm going to go to, this man had this gorgeous display of earrings on old tarot cards. And he says, well, I'm going to have to start over because they're falling off. I'm going to have to do different cards. I said, no, 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 no. I told him, just get those little plastic rubber things that go on the back of the earring because that looks really spectacular. And that'll hold them on the earring wires because there's nothing to hold them on. He was so excited. He didn't know there was such a thing. So there's things you can do. And I have some beautiful cards that I might use for my, not beautiful, but cute. For my Christmas earrings, I might put on these old Santa. I might put on these Santa cards, which will fit in these, and then I'll just punch holes. I have a little punch for the earring wires, and then I could just hang the cards on these. I haven't decided. It might be too distracting. But a lot of people do that, and I've done that in my antique booths before. But anyway, just a little video to show you what I've been up to, give you some ideas, and tell you how you can make a bunch of, the easiest way to make a bunch of earrings is just make a big mess, design all the earrings at once, and then hook them all at once, then put the ear wires all on at once, then card them all at once. And I think you'll find, whether you're making 10, 20, or 100, and I believe this is 80 something, you'll find that it is so much easier when you just give in to the mess and do this. And I've got a bag over here to put the pink beads in and a bag to put the purple in. The black and clear will go back in their boxes up there because I only got a few out. And then I'm going to be making a bunch of these, like I said in my last video, for the booth. So all my different, I've been putting all my different drops over here. And I got to go through my tubs and find the rest of them. And then I can make some of those. They'll be purse hooks though. And I've got little hooks to put them on. I can even make a few keychain. So it's just a lot of fun. I also have some bigger ones I'm going to design as well. like these. I'm going to add a bead to, I think I showed you some of this stuff before, and a lot of pendants if I get my own booth. So I'll keep you posted. If I get my own booth, I'm going to be making a lot of stuff for it and taking you along for the ride. I'll do a similar video when I do the bracelets. So I'll be back soon, and thank you so much. I'm sorry this video's late. I had planned for it to be out this morning, but it'll be out 2 days late by the time. Actually, I'd planned it to be out Monday morning. This is Tuesday, and you'll see it Wednesday morning. But I just was, my heartburn kicked in for the first time since I had the emergency room visit in January and just put me off working for 2 days. So we're trying to figure it out and starting from scratch, putting me on a very bland diet. And that's great because I want to lose weight. And guess what? When you eat very small amounts of bland food, you're going to lose weight, which I'm on Weight Watchers now. So that's what's been going on in my life. I hope you guys are having a great week. And I should be back the end of the week with another video. Bye now.